Hi there and welcome to Andy Robinson RC. Cheers for checking out the channel today and checking out this episode. And we've got our 1955 Land Rover Series 1 out today. It's been a while since I managed to do a Land Rover video or Land Rover related video, so here we go. Now, as I say, it's not really done much proper running over the last few months or so. I think the last thing we did, and I can't even remember if I did a video on it, was we had to change all the studs on the exhaust manifold because all the threads had stripped and the exhaust was blowing badly. And I say about a year or so before that, we actually welded up the exhaust just around the top here, where it bolts onto the actual manifold, because it just split from the flange. So that was done as well. So that all said, now the exhaust isn't blowing anymore, which is all good. Now as well, I'd say I've had some running issues with this as well. I mean, it'll start up fine again because recently we fitted a refurbished starter motor, so that was that solved the initial starting problems, and it starts first time now, which is great. But after taking it out for a run, you'd go like maybe 10 or so miles down the road, you'd have to stop for whatever reason or whatever you were doing, and then when you come to restart it, it just wouldn't start, and you'd basically have to bump it to get it to drive again, and then once it was up and running, it'd be fine. So I wasn't sure what was going on with that really, but it had gotten time to have the vehicle serviced, and I usually take this to a friend of mine who does our MOTs, and what he does is he goes over the vehicle and just checks it out and sees if there's anything that I or my dad have missed, because it's always good to have another pair of eyes go out of the vehicle. And while I don't say to such MOT it, I do make sure it's regularly serviced, and someone goes over it to make sure that there's nothing failing on the vehicle as such. Okay, so it had its service, which was all good. So that was all the underbody fuels and oil levels. So transfer case, steering box, diffs, transfer box, gearbox, engine oil, it all went through. We had a new filter put on as well, which new fuel filter, which you can sort of see down there. Had that put on. We were going to have a new set of points fitted, but we didn't need to in the end. I was just unsure if that was contributing to the bad running. Now, when the service was done, what we had missed is there's a, you can see it from there. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I can't see what I'm looking at. So I'll show you from the other angle, really. Now, there's a wire there that I think it's a low tension wire that comes off the distributor. Now, I had noticed, but that had got pinched in the distributor cap when it's been off, because also the rotor arm was changed as well not too long ago. So that had got pinched and trapped in the distributor cap, so I don't think that was helping, or it certainly wouldn't have been helping when starting the vehicle. So that was freed off and repaired. And what else? Yeah, so we had a new oil filter put on, which I've just showed you. Now, when it was all being cleaned out and a new one fitted on, the chap that was doing it said that it was the old one, and the sediment bowl was all full of crap, basically. It was all horrible and disgusting, and he seems to think we'd possibly had a bad batch of fuel, because it was like a almost sandy and jelly type mixture in there. So he cleaned it all out, blasted it all out, and then put the new oil filter on. So that would help as well. And also the dynamo pulley belt was loose as well, so I don't think, again, that was helping when the car was charging off the dynamo. So again, when it comes to restarting it after a short run, it wasn't it hadn't been charging the battery properly, so again it was poor starting. So I think a combination of all those things led it to not running particularly well. So yeah, so after the service, which was good, oh yeah, we changed the front both front wheel cylinders as well, because one was leaking. I think it was the one on the driver's side there was leaking, and it wasn't working properly, so we decided to replace both front ones. So I don't think they've been done for a good while anyway, so best to do both sides. So yeah, we got it all back, and the lad who done it as well, he played with the fuel mixture and the timing a little, and I said it should run better now. Anyway, we took it home and it wasn't driving particularly well, and it said if we weren't happy with how we'd altered the fuel mixture and the timing slightly, bring it back. Anyway, so we decided to take it back the next day, and we were driving, so the garage is only about 3 miles away. Anyway, it was an absolute nightmare to drive. It just, as soon as you put your foot down on the accelerator at all, it was just cutting out. Anyway, after some great driving by my wife, we managed to get the Land Rover back to the garage, and we said what was happening, and we said, well, you know, you messed with the fuel mixture timing, and then is it that that's causing it? And he said it shouldn't be. Anyway, because it was a freezing cold day, he said go sit inside the MOT station, and I'll have a look at it. And anyway, he pulled the oil filter off, and I was looking at all that again, looking at the fuel jets, and basically what things happened when he was cleaning it all out, when he was doing the service, some muck might have gone through, and that was causing a blockage. So anyway, he sorted it all out. I didn't watch him do it, but he did free it all off. He blew all the crap that was lodged in it, and he said, right, should be absolutely fine now. And so we took it back and we took it home, and it was absolutely spot on. So it's been running fine now, which is good, because I really hate not having the Land Rover not ready just to hop in and drive it wherever I want to take it out. So yeah, so now touch wood, or touch Burma Bright, it's all running as it should be. I just need to get out and use it now, fingers crossed. The only thing I'm thinking that might be worth doing is I still might consider having the carb refurbed on this. Again, it was put on, I mean, the vehicle was restored about 30 odd years ago, and although obviously it's been maintained and looked after, it might be time for the carb to have a refurb. And I want to look at the choke on it as well. I mean, it works, but it does sometimes feel a bit all or nothing. You either have to have it all the way on, or the opposite. There doesn't always seem to be a happy medium. I don't know. I've not given it a really long distance run yet, and had the vehicle really hot. So I don't know. I'm just assuming, guessing, or clutching at straws. But other than that, it seems like it's back to its old self, ready to jump in and drive it off. So yeah, at the moment, all good, all happy, ready to go on a journey if need be. Which incidentally, we'll be using this for a few days later next week, because our Freelander's in for the prop shaft bearings to be changed out on them. So we'll be having to run around in this for a few days anyway. So it's a good job it's all sorted. Right, anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to start waffling and talking. I just thought I'd do a little video on the Series 1, as I've not really done anything with the Land Rover properly for a while, and just thought I'd give a little update on it. So, and on other sort of news, I'm hoping we're going to get back up to leaf sprung Landys and crack on with our 109 build that we're doing. That's, well, it's my dad's, but that we're doing up, and hopefully we'll be able to get back doing that soon. Anyway, right, I'm going to go for now. Take care of yourselves and have fun in your motors, in your vehicles, whatever you're doing. Or even if you're watching this and you're into the RC stuff, have fun tinkering with them. Right, I'm off. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on another video soon. See you later.